Hello, everyone. Welcome to TreeCast number 14. Today, we are having Inazuma come in, and we're going to be talking about some sealed video games, a little bit of the market, kind of what he collected, and just kind of his experience through it. So, dude, yeah, thanks so much for doing the podcast. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, man, happy to be here.
Yes, dude, it's fun when you do it. When you do it, it's like, oh, this is amazing. But if you're not, it's kind of like, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, how much autism do I throw into this? But
oh, dude, yeah, this if you got autism, we throw it here. This is where it
yeah,
comes to. Yeah, for
yeah, I
sure.
figured. Yeah,
Heck
it's
yeah.
great.
Yeah, man, dude. So it's crazy because you were actually one of the first people I was talking to when I got into collecting because you just had like a ton of like Kingdom Hearts games. And I even bought one from you. So I was kind of wondering like how you got into the hobby and like who were you going to for grading and what kind of made you like how long have you been like in the game for, I guess?
Yeah, it's been a while. I mean, since like the pandemic, probably.
Oh wow.
Um, I'm kind of jealous of everyone who was doing it before that because yeah, because I started during the pandemic, everything was starting to get really expensive.
Mhm.
But yeah, I pretty much started like right as the pandemic was starting, and like so I was like at home working, and
Mhm.
like on one monitor I have like my whatever I'm doing at work, and on the other monitor is like hawking eBay basically. So like that
Heck
was
yeah.
basically like how I got into it. I mean, before that, I was also definitely collecting a lot of like Pokemon CIB and like some
Mhm.
older like I had Kingdom Hearts games from like before that too. But I didn't really get into like sealed collecting and like that kind of stuff until more like when the pandemic started. But
Mm.
yeah, I pretty much started with like a lot of Pokemon, a lot of Kingdom Hearts, a lot of Mega Man.
Yeah,
Um,
your Mega Man stuff is super cool.
yeah, so I don't collect like the old school Mega Man stuff, but I
Mhm.
really like the GBA Mega Man and like some of the more
Yeah.
modern Mega Man stuff. So
Mhm. It's so
um
funny because you have so many like great items, and when you were saying like kind of during the pandemic or a little bit before, like tiny bit before, like when you're saying you're working from home and you're working and then you have eBay, I've noticed people who have like the best stuff are constantly looking like at work
yeah,
all the time too.
you have to though
Yeah.
because like you just filter by new and then you just refresh every like 5 or 10 minutes. Like that's what you have to do.
Mm,
Like you just
okay.
because like someone might post an auction or they'll post an item for like a cheap price that you just happen to snag immediately. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's kind of just how it is. Yeah. So
That's crazy. So when you were collecting, like, I mean, when you're getting Pokemon CIB and then you got into like Steel games, were you going after like specific IPs? Like, were you doing it just for the love of it, or were you like, oh, I can maybe make like some money off of it? Like, what was? Did you have a mindset or a goal?
no, I mean I there were some items that I bought and I was like, oh yeah, like this might be worth some money later, but I
Mhm.
pretty much was always like, how much can I hoard that I really like? Like that was pretty much what it came down
Yeah.
to. So like
Okay.
that's why it was like Kingdom Hearts, Mega Man, Pokemon, um, all of my favorites from like the Game Boy era,
Yeah.
GameCube, PS2. Like I was just like, what's a game that I like and is available sealed that isn't $1 million and I want to buy it basically.
Right.
And I've sold quite a few of those, like the ones I didn't really end up wanting long term.
Mhm.
But yeah, so like that was just kind of how it worked out. I just only wanted to buy what I really liked.
That's
So
cool. That's cool. So,
yeah.
did you know like graded games were a thing? Like, when did you kind of know that they were collectibles?
So I think I only really discovered grading when I don't actually I don't remember specifically when grading was a thing that got under
Mhm.
my radar, but I started watching like some YouTubers talk about it, and I think like
Yeah.
that's how I found Get the Greg Games and like some
Mhm.
other YouTubers,
The
and I was like,
goats.
yeah, and so I was just like, oh, wait a minute, like people really like sealed games, like I'm starting to get into that, and also
Mhm.
like you can like get a professional to tell you like the like a relatively objective condition marker on it. And
Yeah.
I already was like every time I found a sealed item or a CIB item I really liked, I was
Mhm.
always hyper focused on like, is it in good condition? Like I wanted to
Right.
be as close to new as possible because like that
Yes.
that's just how my brain worked at the time.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It
So
it also,
y-
like, it's always kinda made sense to me because, like, I'm also super into Pokemon. I don't collect it a lot because I can't really afford it.
yeah.
But to me, it's like Pokemon is such a, it's not just like collecting the cards or the games. It's Pokemon itself is just such a monster, right? So
Yeah.
it's like it's not even collecting the cards anymore. It's just this whole world that is so like it's eat or be eaten when you're collecting anything for it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, like I don't know about you, but like around my house, like we just have like Pokemon plushes just around. Like
yeah,
we just
yeah. Oh
have
my gosh.
like random shit that's just hanging around, and like
Yeah.
that's just kind of how Pokemon is. So yeah, I
Yeah,
mean
for sure.
the games are like where it starts, but yeah, it doesn't end
Yes.
there by any
And that
means. Yeah.
and that's kind of why I've always thought like collecting games was cool because it's like, you know, you have a franchise like Pokemon, but it all started with the game, like the plushies, the merchandise, everything about it. Like if there's it came from the game itself. So that's kind of why I liked games because nothing ever really comes before that. Other than like, you know, artwork or stuff that's signed or like prototype stuff, which is still cool, but it's like I kind of like stuff that is wasn't meant to be collected and you're able to get and everyone at least experienced at one point, but maybe just didn't like keep it sealed. So
Yeah.
it's also kind of funny because like I have a giant Pikachu plush right here. It's the Gigantamax Pikachu that they sold in like 2021 or
Oh
2020.
wow.
It was
Okay.
for $500, but it's literally like a human.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a human-sized plush. So I have that, and then I got my girlfriend for our or for her birthday, I got like the giant Espeon that's like literally you can't even like
Oh
it's
yes.
huge. Yeah.
I wanted to do that for my partner as well. Like she really likes Umbreon, like of course. And
Mhm.
so like I really it sold out immediately because it's the most popular one. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's super cool that you got the Espeon though. I'm jealous.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. Well, it's crazy because it took so long to ship because of like I ordered it over a year ago and it got here maybe like five or 6 months ago because it was the whole tariff
Dang.
thing happened and they actually held the pre-order and I was confused because they were releasing in Japan but not like in the States. So
Yeah.
I'm just lucky we got it because I
Yeah.
think there were only like 1,000 available or something like that. So
Yeah, that sounds yeah.
so, but it's like I love collecting the plushies for fun, but it is kind of nice to have like a selfish hobby like sealed games too, where it's like it
Yeah.
goes down to pop reports. It's like who has this? Has anyone discovered this? Like I didn't
Yeah.
really realize it was such a like even though it's popular, I still feel like it's such a niche collecting hobby, but it's also very appealing to anyone because they've also like probably played that video game that you collected sealed before, if that makes sense. Like,
Yeah. Well, I'm curious, like, on your take on that actually, because like on the one hand, I like that it's so hard to find some of these games. Like some of the Mega Man games I have, they would just never be on eBay or anywhere for like 5 or 6 months
yeah,
at a time, and
right.
then it would show up, and then it would get sniped, and I'd be like, I have to wait another
Mm,
like 5 or 6 months for this game. So I'm curious,
gosh.
because I know you're collecting a lot of the like niche variants for Kingdom Hearts,
Mhm.
like how long are you going between finding some of these? Because I feel like it's taking a while.
Yeah, yeah, it is. No, that is interesting because at the same time, it's like I also feel very fortunate and lucky because like you have your Mario's, Zeldas, and Pokemons, and like that's what all the people want because you can make a big buck off of it. But like luckily Kingdom Hearts isn't, especially in the past couple years, it wasn't like a very targeted game that people were trying to collect immediately.
Yeah.
Now, I think now, like even in just the past year or 6 months, it's now become like one of those golden games or iconic games that people are like after. But
Yeah.
honestly, I went through a period the past like year and a half where I would go on Buy like 3 times a day. I would go on eBay all the time, but it was
Yeah.
also to a point where it's like some of the games were so expensive. I like saw them available, but I couldn't buy it. So it's like
Yeah.
I'm kind of fighting against all these whales who don't really know about the specific niches or variants.
And you're just like
But
hoping that they don't figure it out.
yes, yes, exactly. And now they have because I've been posting it. It's like on one part, it's
Why'd you
like
do this to me? Because I want them now too.
I know. Well, it's like there's so much stuff being discovered still, like even with games in general, like PSA is still discovering like new Smash 64 variants and stuff like that. So it's like
Yeah,
I feel like
that's true. Yeah.
there's so many things for games that people just don't know about yet. So like I'm lucky I've had a very good experience because there have only been like like out of 3 years of collecting sealed video games, there have only been 2 or 3 games I wanted and I didn't get. Like
Yeah.
I am very, very spoiled because like when
Same
I,
actually.
you
Yeah.
know, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like like now that everyone's kind of getting into it, but I also feel I feel like it's worked out for me because when I started to collect sealed games, I made a very definitive goal. Like I was like,
Yeah,
let me collect
exactly.
just Kingdom Hearts games
You have
and
to.
not anything else, or else I'm not going to be able to afford it, or else I'm not going to enjoy it because I'm going to be
Yeah.
so like separate. I'm going to have so many different goals and it's just going to fall behind and it's like not going to be as enjoyable, I guess.
Yeah. Like you don't want to
Um,
get on like Heritage Auction on like a Thursday night or like a signature and then just because if you just get on and you don't have a goal in mind, like you could
yeah.
just buy a bunch of stuff and then be like, I don't know why I did that or like
Yes.
because this
Yeah.
hobby is very much like shiny object syndrome. Like
It
everything
is.
is like there's so many games I'll like find and I'll be like, oh, actually I do kind of want that, but like
Yeah.
but yeah,
Right.
like you're saying, like if you're not careful and you don't have a goal, yeah, you just end up spending all your money and then you're just like, well, I
Well,
mean, I guess I'll just wait a little longer for the game I actually want, you know?
yes, yeah. Well, it gets kind of to me, it gets even a little bit worse because it's like, oh, you see a $400 game that looks really cool. You love the series, you wanted to collect it, but it's not on your goal. So you buy it. And then, of course, what you've been looking for shows up a week later and you can't afford it or it's not in your budget. And you're like, damn, if I just didn't buy that $400 game, I could have spent more money and then got the grail I've been searching for.
Yeah.
And now I just like, to me personally, that's kind of where I'm at. Like, I know people have like endless amounts of money and they're going after stuff. Like, I know there are Disney adults out there who just have a shit ton of money and like are getting integrated games now.
Oh God.
You know, so it's like honestly, like I don't want to sell my collection, but like my personal goal right now is collecting every single game that's like the Japanese variant of Kingdom Hearts and the English variant of Kingdom Hearts because like that's what
That
Kingdom
is
Hearts
a that is
is.
a that is a crazy. You say every Kingdom Hearts
I'm
game?
gonna try to get every Kingdom Hearts game. I'm actually like the PS2 grails, like the Japanese grails I've been looking for. I thankfully got. So like now I'm starting to get like I bought a recoded that had the
Yeah.
pre-ordered decal on the back. That's a pop two. There's only two on there, like of everything, not just for the 9.8 A plus, but there's only two
Right.
in existence. So like I'm slowly trying to get like the niche games. Like I bought the Birth by Sleep off of you, which I think is also like a pretty low pop from the VGA report as well.
It's pretty hard to
Um,
find, yeah.
it's hard to find, but I think it's obviously a lot harder to find in like a good condition because the cover is just so delicate too.
Yeah.
So like I saw one pop on eBay, but the cover was just like in shit condition,
Yeah.
and it's like, dude, that's kind of a shame because it's really hard to get. Um, but yeah, so like I made a clear goal. I'm trying to get like the English and Japanese games because that's what Kingdom Hearts is. It's like an
Yeah.
English company, or it's it's American company, Japanese company merged together. So like I
Yeah.
feel like it's kind of the most important. And like some of the European games are beautiful too, but I don't really want to chase after those. Like I think the black label with the US black cover, black and blue is just like so beautiful as well.
Yeah.
Like they're so different. Like I feel like for Pokemon and Kingdom Hearts, we kind of won on the US covers. Like the Pikachu one looks
Yeah.
way cooler than the Japanese one. The Kingdom Hearts one looks a lot better. Like
Yeah.
some Zelda ones too. So I don't know. I've been very lucky that I can just get what I want. But even in the past like 5 or 6 months, people are chasing after it now too.
Yeah.
So
And
I'm
I can't believe like last year you were kept messaging me and you're like you kept sending me pictures of it and I was like I feel like I should jump on this because when you were buying them at the time they weren't crazy expensive, right? Like
Yes.
and so like I feel like I should have taken that as my cue, but I just like we were saving up for an electric vehicle because like
Right, right.
that's what we my partner and I really want. So like
Yeah.
I was like, I really can't justify spending like $500 to $1,000 like here and
Mhm.
there, like dropping it. So I was just like, whatever.
I
I'll just
know. No, I get it. I get it too. Like, and that's kind of the thing. It's like even the Japanese Kingdom Hearts 1 used to be like 300 or 400 bucks sealed, and now it's going for like $1,000 at least.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I think it's just, and that's kind of why I was thinking, oh, Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to come out, and then it's going to be this whole
yep,
like people are seeing it as like Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to come out, it's going to be peak, and people are going to like heavily invest in the sealed games. To me, it's not about Kingdom Hearts 4. I think when Nomura retires, that's
yeah,
when people, because it's like recently in a Famitsu interview, I think they celebrated like Famitsu's 40th anniversary, and
yeah,
Nomura was like, my life's work is Kingdom Hearts, and they're like,
yeah,
more than Final Fantasy 7. Like that's kind of crazy. So like,
yeah,
you know, I think if you find a series that you enjoy, like you with Mega Man and Zelda and Kingdom Hearts, it's like if you start to collect it, like you just do it for the love of the game too. But
Yeah.
if it turns
Yeah.
into something more, that's sweet too. But you have so many like crazy VGA graded stuff too, like a lot of big boxes and
Yeah, I have I have the Mario Kart from like the Wii U, like the big box Mario Kart from Nintendo New York.
yeah.
So there's that one. I have I mean, what's behind me? I
You
have
have the 100, don't you? The Mario Kart 100.
no, it's a 95 plus.
That's crazy though.
I have 95 plus for Mario Kart Wii U, and then and that's a first print, and then I have the first print of the Mario Kart for Switch when they released the deluxe edition. So
Oh, sweet.
yeah, and then obviously the big box Kingdom Hearts games, those are awesome. So like the
Yeah.
2.5 for PS3 that came out like 10 years ago.
Mhm.
And then there's like the random like what is it? The Birth by Sleep from like Australia or something that I
Oh
have.
yeah, that's so cool, dude.
Yeah,
That is so sweet.
I mean, kind of same as you. Like, started noticing it, and I was like, "Well, I really love Birth by Sleep, and I really want the like a big box version of it." And
Yeah.
so I just like, there's only a couple, and they were all only in like in Europe, and
Oh
like
yeah.
in the United States, we got that like that Walmart exclusive like cardboard like slip
Yes.
sleeve, and like that
Mhm.
was pretty cool. But it's just not as fun for me if it's not like a little bit bigger and like
Yeah, for sure.
so yeah, no, those are all really good. Yeah, and I also have like a bunch of like random like bigger box Pokemon ones too from like the DS and 3DS era too. So
Oh
like
wow. Okay.
yeah, like the I have the Soul Silver Pokewalker edition
That's
like
so cool.
in like
Yeah.
a VGA 95, and then like the like Pokemon Sun and Moon, like they released like a bunch of special editions for that for some reason.
They really did. Yeah.
There's like 5 different versions of it. There's like I don't know. It is a ridiculous
It's
amount.
like with the legendary in the middle, you could see its full face, and it's like sun and moon on the left and right. Like if you put the
Yeah.
boxes together or
Yeah,
something.
they had a special edition for each individual game, and then they had one where it's both games, and then they had like a couple more for. I think there was maybe 2 different versions for each of the like individual games. There's
Yeah.
just like an unnecessary amount. Oh, and
Mhm.
then Ultra Moon and Ultra Sun also got that treatment, so it's like
Oh, did they? Oh wow.
yeah, they also got like the little figures in the box and stuff, like that kind of
Oh
stuff.
wow. Were you like a big 3DS, DS fan? Like, did you like play a lot of those games or?
Just the Pokemon games. I didn't play a ton of 3DS outside of those, honestly. I was in college, so I didn't really have time.
See, that's where
But
it's like to me, handhelds are so fun to collect too. Like
yeah.
everyone's after like the big like Xbox or PlayStation special editions or GameCubes, which is awesome. But like to me, like the 3DS and the 2DS and the DS, like they're just so many different ones, and it's like the perfect size just to like hold
Oh,
and display and stuff too.
dude, the what is it? The VGA graded DS games are like peak collectible for me because it's like they're not worth a lot, and
Yeah.
they're really compact, and like when you
Mhm.
have a like a 95 or a 95 plus or like a 9.8 A plus plus like
Mhm.
DS game, it just fits so well with everything because
Yeah.
you don't have to, it's not like a PS2 game or a Game Boy game where like the holder is like a little bit bulkier.
Right. Right.
Yeah. I think I can like fit like a couple of dozen of those in one of my storage boxes.
Oh,
Like,
really? Oh,
yeah.
cool.
It's tricky though. Like it's like we were saying before though. If like if you let it run on too long, like you end up accumulating all these games that are like individually or like like
Yeah.
a $50 to $100. At least
Right.
this was a couple years ago. And then
Mhm.
like you end up with like a bunch of games you don't really know what to do with.
You're right. Yeah, like I feel like it can get out of hand really fast if you don't set
Yeah.
like a goal for yourself. Or it's like if you've been looking for a game for a long time and it randomly pops up, it's like okay, like I'll buy it, but then you feel like a little bit guilty because you just got some other stuff that you like weren't
Yeah.
really looking for. You just wanted to blow money. Like that to me is where it gets a little bit dangerous, but it's also like collecting's a drug too, but
Yeah.
it's like fun.
It is. Yeah, I
But I
agree.
feel like with games, it's like a bit more meaningful. Like I think cards are really cool, but like holding a game just feels so right as opposed to like a tiny card. Like cards are so delicate, and like I feel like people say even if you open up a pack and it's a really rare card, like the temperature or the humidity around you can automatically affect the card as soon as you open it. And to me, it's like too much. Like everyone's after the cards. Like I went
It's
to
not
the it's not
as bad.
bad.
It's not as bad as you think because like I think there was that like meme that was going around for a while where like Leonhardt left a base pack in his car in like the crazy Texas like heat or something. And then like
Really?
he opened it and I think there was like a Charizard in it or something. There was something crazy in it.
Really?
And it got like a 10. So it was like it's like does it really matter at that point?
Yo.
I don't
Okay.
really.
Wow. Okay. Wow. That's interesting. See, I
But to
don't
be
know.
fair,
Like,
that was a
yeah.
sealed pack. But like, if you open the pack, I mean, I don't know. I've left
Yeah.
cards out in like ambient light and like in my house in like varying like temperature for like
Mhm.
months, and like they've still gotten nines and tens. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like with games though, it's different because like the seal is so sensitive on those.
Yes.
Like getting like an A plus plus is actually surprisingly challenging sometimes.
Yes. Yeah.
And then like A plus is kind of like it could be really good or really bad. Like
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
so
So did you learn that just from experience, or like did anyone ever tell you it could be like a 9.8 A plus could be like really good or really bad, or like did you just kind of figure that out when you were
oh
collecting?
yeah, it was purely just from sending a bunch of games to Wada at the time,
Mm,
Wada, now PSA, but like yeah, I just like send a bunch of games thinking that they were at least an A plus.
yeah.
Usually they were, if it was like an A or something, usually I missed a hole somewhere. So
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, you just like send a bunch of games out, and then you could get into the debate of like, are the grading standards the same today as they were before? I think it's probably mostly the same, but
Right.
like, yeah, like you just send so many games that after a while you're just like, okay, I kind of know what to look for now, and like
Interesting. Yeah.
also if you're just like really really hyper like attentive to like looking for dents in like cardboard or like
Hmm.
are there certain types of scratches that you might miss,
Hmm.
um like you can just kind of start to better predict like what you're gonna get. So I feel like I've had pretty good luck with it, honestly. But
Hmm.
again, like I'm like super autistic about it.
Yeah.
I'm like putting like light on it at different angles, and I'm like, are there like ridges in here and there?
Yeah.
Like what am I looking for? And
Interesting. It's so crazy because like I want to know your opinion on this because like when I was first getting into graded games, I was like, "Oh my god, 9.8 A plus! Like holy shit, this is fucking awesome!" And then like some
yeah.
copies I would get, and I'm like, "Why is it like not very good? Like why is it like trash?" Like I had a DS game that was a 9.8 A plus, and I looked at it and I was like, "I'm pretty sure I see a dent like right in the cover, like right in there." So like,
Yeah. Yeah, that's hard because like I think it's like humans grading. So like
yes,
like if PSA is grading, it's like PSA grading a card. Like people
yeah,
will like send a card that they think is a 10, it gets like a 5. And
hmm,
then they have to resend it and get like a 9,
yeah,
right?
right, right,
And then but sometimes it's the opposite. Sometimes they like miss the damage and then like
yes,
you get like a 10, but it's like, oh, like they missed the whitening on the edges on the back or something, you know.
right, right, yeah.
Because I think like I think with cards like they're spending, like they couldn't be spending more than a minute or two on each card, probably
Mhm.
even less than that. So it's like they
Right.
just have such massive volume. But
Yeah.
with games, it's even easier to miss damage, right? Because it's a very three-dimensional object. So like you have to
Right.
like, turn it around and everything. And yeah, like that's also happened to me. I'll like buy a 9.6 A plus plus, and I'm like, why is there a hole in the corner? Like,
Oh,
like that
interesting. Yeah.
yeah. So
I mean, it kind of makes sense because like, people always compare like what we're talking about, like cards to games, but at the same time, it's like I think sometimes people forget like games get two grades. Like I think it's a lot harder to grade games than almost anything else too.
yeah. Yeah.
Which is so funny because like I started buying like VGA games just because I felt like I trusted them a little bit more just because they were so harsh. Like even with like 85 pluses,
Yeah.
they're some of them are just like beautiful and then they convert
Yeah.
to like a 9.8 A plus, or A plus plus. Like I have the Kingdom Hearts one that's a VGA 90 and it's like very very clean. And I looked on the grading history and it was graded back in 2016.
Yeah.
Um which is really funny because like I know you said you've been a little bit out of the loop because like you've been saving up for a car and stuff like that. And I've been like looking at the market, but I know like VGA, they have a completely new grading system
They
now.
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
They adopted the comic scale finally.
Yeah, which is so like, do you have any like feelings about that or what do you? Because I feel like for me personally, I feel like I was just starting to understand the VGA grading scale. Like I feel like I was right there and I was like, okay, like 85 plus is good, but like there's got to be something hidden there. VGA 90 is good, but there might be a couple scratches here too. And then like 90 plus, it's like you're fine. But so like I felt like I was like for a newbie, 9.8 A plus, like the box gets a grade, the seal gets a grade. It makes perfect sense to me. But then sometimes when you would get a game back from PSA or WADA, like the grade would make sense to me, but I would look at the game and be like, this doesn't make sense to me. If that
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know makes
totally.
sense. But
Yeah, totally. I mean, I think that's been like kind of a scourge, like a little bit of a scourge on the hobby for a little bit is like, yeah, you have like these two very opposing grade scales, like because once CGC entered the market and they already have the comic scale. Like so
mhm.
once they entered the market if a number of years ago, like okay, now WADA and it or I guess PSA and CGC are now using basically the same scale. And VGA is out here with like their 85 plus and like 90, and you're just like these are not equivalent. Like an 8.5 is not an 85 for VGA.
Yeah.
So it's like for I think for buyers, it's like a lot of overhead. So I actually really kind of welcome the change. Like
Yes.
I haven't sent anything to VGA to like be reevaluated or freshly graded or anything, but
Hmm.
I think it's like just an objectively good thing for like people coming into the hobby to be like,
Yes.
oh, like if I buy a VGA game and it's like a 9 point whatever, and then the seal grade also has the seal also has a grade, like
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's like a really good thing. So
Yes. Yeah.
actually I'm so out of the loop. I don't actually even remember what like how is the new grading system working with VGA? Obviously they have like the box grade. Is the seal grade using the same scale or
Yeah. So this is like, it's so funny because like VGA was starting to make sense to me. They put out this new scale, and now it does to me personally. It doesn't make as much sense. So like, what's an example I saw? I saw a 90. So they have like an average, or they have a calculated grade at the top. So like, let's say it's a 90 plus, right? So below the 90 plus, they'll have a box grade, and then they'll have a seal grade,
yes,
right?
yep,
So
yep,
like, I saw the 90 plus had a box grade of 95, and the seal
yeah,
had a 90. So put that together, you get a 90 plus. I was like, are they trying to like meet in the middle? Or how do they
yeah,
kind of like calculate all of that together? But I think anything that's a bit
yeah.
more detailed with VGA like helps a lot of people. Like they don't have qualified anymore, which is fantastic.
Oh, they have
Um,
CIB. Yep, yep.
yeah, or they'll say like one of them it'll be full text, like you said, it'll say CIB, and then the other one it'll just say unopened. And I'm
Yeah,
like, that's exactly what we needed, because there was like
yeah.
anything with more clarity from grading companies, I think people are just going to welcome more too.
Yeah, the whole qualified thing was really annoying too, because I'm just like thinking about all the Japanese games, like the Japanese Pokemon games, where it's like, oh, it's
Yes.
a 90, but it doesn't say qualified. So what does the qualified mean? And it's just like, oh, well, it's just like
Right.
basically like a premium CIB, basically, right? Right. It's
Yeah,
like
right. Exactly.
so
So,
so I am really glad that they did that. But yeah, I think I agree. I like the more detail there is, the better. Even if the grading scale is slightly different, I think it's a welcome change.
yes, for sure. And it's nice because like I've always loved the VGA cases too. Like I love how you can see the game
Yeah.
more at the front. Like it'll have
Yeah.
the archives, so it'll like have more protection. But I think VGA cases are so beautiful to look at. But sometimes I get kind of nervous holding them. Like sometimes I'm like, if it drops, or
Yeah.
like I think Greg did a video. He got these Kirby games VGA, and he was like, these VGA cases are like rock solid. They are so good. Watch this. And he drops. Did you see that?
And they're
And it
like, yes,
completely
dude.
broke. Yeah.
Yeah, because like the acrylic is just so brittle, right? Compared to like
Mhm.
whatever the I can't remember the exact material, but yeah, the everyone
Yes.
else is using like really, really like good plastics that like resist chipping and cracks and stuff.
Yeah.
Because like I don't feel scared at all to drop a PSA or a CGC game, to be
Same.
honest.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, VGA, you're gonna you can crack a corner of a VGA game just by like putting it down too hard. Like
I know,
it,
seriously. Or like if you lay it like on the side and you have like other games in the front or back of it,
yeah,
and then it slips and falls, like I get nervous about that too.
yeah.
But luckily it's like I only have everything from VGA is DVD case, but I've been seeing some people say like the top of the acrylic on boxed games over time will bring the box a little bit down. So I don't know how accurate that
Oh,
is, but I thought that was really interesting. I'm like,
Wait, what do you mean exactly?
So like if you have a gosh, what was, I think it was a PC game. I could be totally wrong. Hopefully someone like watching this video can correct me, but someone posted it in the Discord and it was like kind of those it was a boxed PC game. And you know how they're like a little bit wider too? Like the front, or
Mhm.
it's just more bulky. So like someone was saying that, like, you know, you have the acrylic on the sides and then on the top
Oh,
to keep it together. The one acrylic piece at the top, for whatever reason, I think this game's been graded for a long time. Like it's
yeah.
maybe like 8 years old. And they were saying that they could notice the game was white, by the way. So you could see it a bit more. You could see the details more. But like the acrylic on the top was almost like weighing down on the
Oh,
top of
yeah.
the box and it was making like
Yeah.
a dent maybe. So
That's also a problem I think with VGA in general. Like if you have
mhm.
a game with those thin rails and it goes out like I have the Wii U Smash Bros with the controller bundle or whatever,
Oh yeah. Hmm.
and like it's an 85 plus and I think it's a really beautiful game, but like the game is just like deep enough that the tiny rail, I'm like afraid to turn it upside down because like the rail will
Interesting.
like the game will like there's only weight at the rail. So if you turn it upside down, it'll like the game will start like hanging off of the rail. So
Oh,
you have to like
really?
really careful. Yeah. So like I think it's like the same
Interesting.
type of problem. Yeah, the VGA rails can be really concerning. Like because when the games get big enough, they just add like they just completely cover the game with
Yes.
like a full edge rail inside.
Mhm.
I feel like they should be doing that anyway because
Yeah.
some of these games are like, yeah, I'm just afraid to like move them, like shake them at all. Like
Yeah, yeah. I know. I get the same way too. It's like on one hand, the grading's really harsh. Like I feel like sometimes you kind of know more what you're gonna get with a VGA game, but at the same time, like if it falls over or you drop it, you might be cooked. I don't know. It's just it's
yeah.
kind of like that. But I do think like change with VGA is really good too. Like I remember a couple years ago they came out with the pop reports for the first time. Um, they're more like transparent. Like they've always had it, but they like released pop reports.
Yeah.
They're transparent with their grading now. Like I think it gives collectors more opportunity to grade different things. And I recently saw that they're grading CDs and vinyls now, which
Oh,
I kind of thought they
I gotta
always.
grade some vinyls.
Oh, dude, go for it. Yeah, yeah. I saw
Yeah,
them.
I got the this one right here. That's the Tunic soundtrack in vinyl.
Oh, that's
This
sweet.
green box right here.
Yeah, yeah. That's awesome. Oh my
Y-
gosh, that's
Yeah,
sweet.
yeah, and so I've been collecting like sealed vinyl for like game soundtracks for forever. So like I don't know,
Mhm.
you're kind of getting me like a little bit motivated to send
Yeah.
something over.
I've honestly never sent anything to VGA. I've honestly always just bought VGA games. I have one
It's kind of like submitting taxes,
that's what I keep
unfortunately.
hearing. I keep hearing that same thing.
It is better, but they basically I don't know how it is right now, but when they first digitized their paper submission process,
Mhm.
you still had to enter all the same information. So it was basically like, yeah, it's like doing your taxes. Like you have to, everything's a line item. Everything is, you're like manually calculating every single thing. Like,
Wow.
yeah. So yeah.
That is
Anyway,
crazy.
continue. Yeah. This
No,
it's
no, that is interesting because I've heard that before. Like it's just not like I will say PSA, like I've sent games to them and I love that everything is just so simple. Like if you have any details you want to give them or like any questions, like
yeah.
I feel like they're very transparent too. Like especially Claire's the goat. And
Oh yeah.
you know,
Dude, Claire's great.
she's in the Discord. So like if you have any questions or concerns about your packages, like or grading in general, like she's really awesome about answering and everything. So like even with PSA to me, like I've just been kind of going to them and it's unbelievable how many people online will see PSA and be like, I didn't know PSA graded games. That's awesome. But if they see something from WADA, they're like, oh my gosh, that's a scam. I can't believe you like bought a WADA graded game. So
Mhm.
it's really interesting because lately I've seen a lot of people kind of go towards the hobby ever since PSA slash WADA had the rebranding or the
Yeah.
takeover.
Yep.
Like I know Leonard, he recently got like a 9.6 A plus plus Ocarina of Time. I think it was the collector's edition,
Yes.
which is and he,
Yes.
you know, took a picture of it and posted it on Instagram, which I think is really huge. Cynical, the gamers joint, who's does like he's the Kingdom Hearts content creator person. He recently did a video 2 days ago about getting sealed video games. And
Oh, I gotta see that. I didn't know.
yeah, that's when I saw it and I was like, oh shit, it begins. Like
Yeah.
I think a lot of content creators are kind of seeing the value of unopened games just because, you know, Sony's getting rid of physical discs, which I think is really the big push for people to be like, oh my gosh, like I think that's kind of a big start for CIB collecting too. So those
Yeah.
are just some things I've kind of seen recently in the market where it's like big content creators are getting into sealed games. They're seeing the value of even CIB games. And it's like, does that kind of push the hobby a little bit? Or do you think it's making things a lot more well known? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean it's hard because I think it's overall like a positive. Like people just talking about it is just objectively good.
Yeah.
The challenge then becomes like what information are people consuming to form opinions on like whether or not graded games are like something worth getting into. So like
Yeah.
obviously the big meme is like if you go to the game collecting subreddit, you would just assume graded games are a scam and you should never do it. But then you
Right.
go to like, you know, a community like SAC or like Get the Greg Games Discord or like you know, and you're just like, oh, like people are really into this, like they're just having fun, they really like to collect games, like
Yeah.
whatever. So
Hmm.
it's like it kind of just depends on like where people are getting the sources from.
Hmm.
I'm personally of the opinion that it's kind of like PSA, like the bigger it gets and the more people talk about it, the less the like discourse really matters. And all that really matters is that people are having fun.
Yes,
So
for sure. For
there
sure.
is also a little bit of a gambling aspect to it because like
Yeah. Yeah.
so like that like as an aside, like maybe that's, you know, people, it's really easy, like we were saying before, it's just so easy to like spend a bunch of money and like grade all these games and buy them up and
Yes.
then but like I just think that overall like the increase in discourse is good. It like and games are like the biggest media industry in the world basically, aren't they? Like
Yeah, bigger than Hollywood and movies and stuff, which is unbelievable.
yeah, that's crazy. Music and Hollywood and everything. So yeah, I think that's like a net positive, like in general, despite any negatives that exist. So
Right.
um,
Yeah, for sure. And it's like
yeah,
even today, like video gaming just in general is still, in my opinion, like this is gonna make some people mad. I think it's very undervalued as well because
yeah,
I was talking to my friends about this, but like even Ocarina of Time that released in what, like 98 for $60. And
yep.
now we can go to the store. You know, I got Rhythm Heaven Groove for $40. Like
Hell
first
yeah.
party IP game from Nintendo, $40. Like Star Fox was $50. Like high-end video games now are maybe like $60 to $80. Like I feel like it's a really good deal. Like even if you wanted to like take a gamble or grade something that just released, I feel like the
Yeah.
odds are pretty good. You're only going to be paying, you know, like let's say at the most $80 for a brand new game, ship it to PSA, you know, shipping, grading, maybe like $100. Let's just be, you know, let's just say that. And it's like you get a good graded game forever. Like I feel like the hobby,
Yeah.
it's very easy to get into, especially if you're into modern collecting as well. As for like, you know, we'll go back to Pokemon cards. Modern collecting is actually a bit harder than getting some of the vintage stuff. You know what I mean? So I feel
Yeah.
like you could
That's actually
really
so
do stuff.
crazy that it's almost harder to get some modern stuff in with
I
Pokemon
know.
cards.
I
Um,
know.
yeah, but I like that about like modern games though. Like that's why I really got into like 3DS collecting for a little bit. Even
Hmm.
though I'm not a big 3DS like person, like I didn't play a lot of 3DS games,
Yeah.
but like I got like a first print Ocarina of Time on 3DS and it wasn't that expensive and it was like it's like, well, I can't buy a sealed Ocarina of Time, so like, yeah, of course I'm gonna buy the
Yeah.
3DS
Right.
alternative.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like yeah, I agree. I think it's like a really cool aspect of it. And especially if you're like in the hobby, like you'll find people who like get case packs of these games. And like that makes it even more approachable because like then you know you're getting a good quality sealed game. Because like when it's at the store, it's like, you know, someone people are handling it. It's like if you
Yes.
care about the condition that much, you know, it's not the best thing.
Right. Right.
Um, unless it's like a special edition, that's a little bit different. But
Yes.
um
Yeah.
yeah, I've graded a few special editions like out of like from like GameStop sending it to me through the mail.
Oh no.
And like sometimes it's like it's good. Like I've gotten some 90s from that, which
Yeah.
is like actually pretty awesome. But then sometimes you get like an 80 plus and you're just like, oh God, like why did I even
Gosh.
try? You know?
That's crazy. Yeah, that is, I think the like the best example I can kind of think of, because I'm not like, I haven't sent like anything to VGA before, but like I do love a lot of the big bundle packs. the NES Championship one that came out on the
Oh
Switch a couple years
yeah.
ago. For whatever reason, I was seeing a ton of people like send them to VGA. They were only getting like 85 plus and 90s for like a
Yeah.
brand new collector's pack.
Yeah, well, that one was. I mean, that one had the same problem that like the Metroid Dread Special Edition had, which is that it's like kind of this like frail cardboard.
Oh,
And so like
really?
not only are people getting it, even if you get it in a shipping container or like in a factory container, right? So like fresh from the factory, basically,
Mhm.
like there's just enough wiggle room in the box to where like, and the cardboard is just fragile enough that like just a little bit of shaking on the mail truck will like cause it to get scratches and dings and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really finicky. Yeah, like modern special editions, I think it's even harder to get good grades on. Like if you're getting a
Wow.
special edition cardboard
Mhm.
box, like yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Which to be fair, like all cardboard boxes in games have always had this problem. I think in the
Mhm.
past maybe it was better because at least there was a seal around the on the outside of it, so
True,
like
true.
that helped a little bit, but the seal took the damage first, but yeah.
Yeah. I forgot to mention this earlier. So like when we were talking about like when you were saying the seals like are so hard to grade sometimes. I noticed that I recently bought a Pokemon Coliseum and it was the PAL version with like the desert in the background. It was the not for resale copy that came in like this Coliseum GameCube bundle box. And my friend who's selling it to me, he's in the UK, and he was like, yeah, it's kind of crazy because like your guys' seal for video games is like toilet paper. Like it's really bad. And he was kind of
Yeah.
saying like a lot of like Nintendo games that have like the Nintendo strip around the seal for games
Oh,
is
in
like
Europe.
in
Yeah.
Europe, yeah, is actually like pretty durable too, which is
Oh.
insane. So like I thought he was just like, messing with me for a little bit, but it turns out it's actually um it's more reliable than just like an American seal, which I don't know like the specifics or the details or
Yeah.
anything. But for to me, it's like, I can't afford to collect Pokemon, but I think the cover looks a lot cooler for Coliseum. I personally like the Nintendo strip around the game. I think it adds a little more like
I do too.
fun
I'm
to
really
it.
kind of
Yeah.
mad that we don't have that, honestly.
Yeah. Right. Like,
Because
what's with
because
that?
now we get like I don't know if you were collecting DS games, but like I think even now it's still happening, but like people will like will make completely fake DS Pokemon games, or they were for like a really long time. So like you get like a brand new platinum, Pokemon Platinum, and like it had the
Yeah.
Nintendo seal like strip around it.
Mhm.
And like that was like one of the obvious ways to tell that it was like a fake game because like
Yeah.
you don't get the ESRB rating with the Nintendo strip around it.
Hmm.
But as this is happening, I'm like, wait, why didn't we have the Nintendo strip? This is actually so
Yeah.
cool.
It is
Like,
really, isn't it? Yeah. And I think that's why it's like, I don't know. I feel like collecting PAL games is super hated on, but like if you want to collect Pokemon and you're not really into it, go for the PAL ones because sometimes they're a
yeah.
lot cooler. Like I think the strip is nice.
And they
And
have the special edition, like they had the what is it, the 3DSs or the 2DSs, right? They had
mhm.
those. I don't think that did America get those? I don't think we did.
So we got like for the 25th anniversary, we got the shell cover that has Charizard
Yeah.
and Blastoise, but the
Yeah.
DS was just the same. But then in Europe, they got the like see-through
They got
shell,
red, blue, and yellow
and Japan got green, which
and
is super
green.
cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
which is really cool. And I think on the green and yellow 2DSs, the B button is black, whereas opposed to the Charizard and Blastoise one, it's like a different color. I think it's gray. So like I don't know. I think there's so much charm and love in general with the 3DS and the 2DS. Like it's my personal favorite console.
Yeah.
But I think it's cool they did like so many different releases and bundle packs in Europe where I feel like, dude, I feel like collecting Europe Pokemon games is really slept on. Um,
Yeah.
but
It is kind of annoying too that like when you get into this like the sealed like gaming collecting communities, like it does kind of feel like the leaning is tends to be like like Western, like
yes.
American, and then like Japan is getting more popular now, which is
Mhm.
great. um
Dude, preach, man, preach. Yeah, because it's a
yeah.
very American-centered hobby, and I understand that. But
Yeah.
it's also crazy because I don't know the specifics, but like for certain PAL and US games, they have the Nintendo strip, but there are different editions of that Nintendo strip too, like the early Nintendo Pokemon strips. I think the R trademark is actually larger for the first prints,
Oh.
as opposed to the second or third prints. It's a bit smaller, or sometimes it'll say Nintendo and it will not have the R. So they
Oh.
like my friend was trying to collect a VGA 90 or 90 above emerald, and they have different prints, and you could tell from the strip,
Mm.
the Nintendo strip around it. So
And it's
but
not like it's not like a reseal situation or like a fake.
it's not a reseal. Yeah, it's a different,
Oh,
like
wow.
early prints have like the large R. Some the later ones don't even have an R, or some of them are smaller. So it's very like very specific. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. No, that is really cool. Yeah.
But
I never actually, it never really occurred to me to like go after the sealed Pokemon games from Europe, but that's actually like kind of, that has to be slept on a little bit.
I personally I think it's a little based. I'm not gonna lie. Like I think it's, you get the same game. Like for example, like the Coliseum I just bought, it also has it has 2 discs in it, and it has the Pokemon Bank, or Pokemon Pokemon Bank and Coliseum in it. So,
Oh, is that it? Oh, Pokemon Bank.
or what was it called? It was
Well,
like the,
it's like Pokemon Box or whatever, right?
yeah,
That
Pokemon
thing?
Box. I'm sorry. Yes,
Yeah.
Pokemon Box is in it. Yes, yeah,
The
Pokemon
the
Box
Ruby
comes with it.
Sapphire thing. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, exactly. So like that comes in it too. But I wanted to talk about this with you because you have like a lot of Japanese Mega Man games too, right?
Yeah, probably too many.
Dude, that's it. They're so cool. So did you get all of those from Bai, or like how did you kind of end up getting all those?
Yeah, so okay, so this is kind of a funny story, and it's just kind of how this hobby works. But like a few of them I got from Bai or like Mercari or wherever.
Mhm.
Actually, the majority of the ones I currently have, I got from this one guy from the UK. Because this happens, right? Like people get into a hobby, they hyperfixate on it, and they buy a
Yep.
bunch of games when they're really cheap, and then like the market explodes and they want to cash out.
Yeah.
And so maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, there was this guy in the UK who had all of the Mega Man games I wanted, and I was like, and he just had a bunch of them on eBay, but it was only in the UK. Oh, this is another thing too.
Oh
I
wow.
had separate eBay accounts for different regions because you can only see certain games if you're on certain region,
Oh,
in certain
really?
regions. Yeah, so I had to like, I saw a couple of games on his account, and I'm like, I was suspicious, and I was like, I think I can maybe go to my UK account and see if like he has more, and he had so much more. So
Wow.
I messaged him on my US account, and I was like, hey, like I see you have all these games, like I'll just buy all of them, like I'll just take every single one you got. So
Wow.
I got
Dang.
most of the battle networks in on GBA in Japanese, and they all graded really well, like 85 plus and above.
Mhm.
um but like that was like kind of how I got a lot of those, was like I would just go find people who had these stashes online in different regions, and I'd be like, yeah, like I'll pay for the shipping, I'll do whatever, like
Mhm.
but yeah, like IE also was really good for that. Like I have an unopened Mega Man Zero on GBA, which like I don't see those really that often.
Yeah.
Or I didn't at the time. And yeah, I was able to get that one and it graded an 85, which is fine. You know, it's
Mhm.
hard to find. I'll
I
take an
think for
85.
Japanese, that's so good. Like to me, 85 is fine if it's hard to find and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take what I would have taken an 80 or like a 75,
Mhm.
honestly.
Yeah, yeah. So did you like, so you messaged him saying you want to buy all of them, and then did you purchase it through your like other eBay account, or did you like, did he do shipping outside of eBay
I
and you just
never
sent him cash?
I would never buy on those other accounts because I don't have a UK address. So I would
Mhm.
just message them in my US account and be like, hey, like if you make a bulk listing, I'll just buy it.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So or like sometimes I'll feel brave and be like, yeah, I'll Venmo you or I'll send you a PayPal or something, you know.
Mhm.
But I wasn't doing that as much at the time because I was so nervous about getting banned. But
Yeah.
yeah, like that usually worked for me though. Like make a new listing, have all the games, like I'll buy it. I'll pay
Mhm.
whatever shipping you want. Like
Yeah, yeah, dude, it's so funny because like there are some really rare games I have that I saw on eBay, and I like have told, like it was the Gold Says the sticker Kingdom Hearts 1. One popped up on eBay and it was without the DVD print on the back of it. So I messaged the guy and I was like, "Hey, like would you be interested in making a deal on this website? And like I typed the website with like different spaces so eBay wouldn't flag it in the messaging. And it worked. And it worked. He messaged me on Instagram. He saw all my stuff and he was like, okay, cool. Like I feel better about sending it to you. And I was like, yeah, I also stream. So like if I ever rip you off, like you can cancel me. That's fine. Like you can, yeah. And it worked. And he was like, okay, like that makes sense. So I sent the money to his PayPal and he shipped off the game. And it's like like you can find, like, it's really hard to describe, but you can find genuine people who will not rip you off and they're just the real deal and they'll send it to you. Like it's just like that too. So and I've done that in Japan too. I found some people from Japan from eBay, and we've messaged.
Well, that's the other
online.
thing too about this hobby is like there's people that live in Japan who are willing to help you if you like, I mean, obviously you're online, it's like you're not friends, but like you have mutual interests, like you can develop some kind of rapport, right?
Yeah, so, right.
That helps a lot. Yeah.
It does, yeah. So and I wanted to ask you about this because we talked about it a little bit, but I was so surprised you bought that Kingdom Hearts 1 and they like glued the bottom seal together. Do you remember that?
That wasn't the reseal, was it?
I think because
I bought one reseal that was rejected by Wada.
Yes, that one.
If it was that one, that one was just bad. That was the Japanese one. Yeah. That was Bob's Cozy Hits on eBay.
Yes, exactly. So like
dude that guy, I want to meet that guy. He's goated. Like
he is really cool. Like I will say, I don't know. I was just really surprised that someone like got glue and like did each little part of the PlayStation seal at the bottom.
Yeah,
because that's what happened, right?
I think the thing that was the indicator that it was a reseal was that it's supposed to say PlayStation 2, I think with a TM maybe, but mine just said PlayStation. So I asked Claire, and Claire was like, "Oh yeah, like we're like super sorry." Like I was like, "Is there any way it's actually legit?" And Claire's like, "We've never seen a legitimate one have this type of strip on it." So it was kind of like the whole reseal DS Pokemon game situation. Right. It was like, but luckily, like Bob, my best friend on eBay, I messaged him and I was just like, yeah, like it kind of sucks, but like I think it's a reseal, and like he has his games up for premium prices, and he's a good person, so like he was totally fine with accepting it back. He had another one that he sent me after that looked correct, and that was the one that I ended
up buying.
Goat!
Wow, what a goat, dude! That's insane.
Yeah. He basically did a swap for me. It was good.
Okay, cool. That's really cool. Yeah, because he's got a lot of grails on there, but he's charging like 20, 30 prices. Crazy fucking prices.
He has that like lot that's like $10,000 with like every game in the. He has a sticker Kingdom Hearts. He has like
the demo.
I want that whole listing, but I just can't.
Dude, he is really goated because like I asked him some questions about the Grand Prix sticker, and I was like, hey, like where did you get this type thing? He said he was like, we got 2 of them during COVID. We kept them ever since. We like, and he didn't have them graded then, so I ended up buying one. I bought one for 2K, and then he posted another one online, so he had 2, and I ended up grading mine, and it got a 9.8 A+. And I was like, yes. And then he graded the other one to CGC. He got a 9.6 A+. And I was like, I was feeling so fucking good, dude. I was like, yes. Like, it's so interesting because I was a little worried. Like, I messaged him and I was like, hey, I'm like, sorry, it's none of my business, but like, I haven't graded this game. I bought for 2K from you. And my friend just got like a fake copy, and like, I know it's been like 2 or 3 months after I bought it. And I was like, if anything happens, could you work with me? And he was like, yeah, we'll work with you off eBay to make sure that if it's fake, we'll give you your money back. And I'm like, dude, that guy's a goat. Like Bob the goat, dude.
Dude, Bob. You gotta get Bob on the pod, dude.
Dude, I know. Yes. The Bob pod. Hell yeah. I talked to him and I was like, I was like, hey, like, I don't know if he shares the eBay account with different people,
Probably. I
but
mean, probably a business, like, so
right.
he probably, well, actually, no, that's not true. But I guess it's hard to say. There are people who just like solo run their massive eBay stores, so it could be just
Yes,
one guy.
it could be. It could be. And it was really funny because like I messaged him and I was like, hey man, just let you know, like I got it graded. It's legit. Like, thank you. I'm sorry for like the slight concern. And he was like, oh wow, like that's a really cool collectible. I'd hang on to that. And he was like, we have a ton of stuff we're gonna be posting for when Kingdom Hearts 4 comes out. And like I know.
Yes.
And he told me specifically like what they were. And I was like, oh, like, is it this kind of print or is it this kind of variant? And I didn't hear anything back. So I think someone else was on the account telling him what they were gonna post.
Dude, did you just reveal your whole hand?
Maybe. But I also like I want other people to get into collecting games too. Like I don't want to hoard everything, but also my ass is here having like 3 gold says a sticker prints of Kingdom Hearts.
Dude, can
So
I just have one, please?
well, they're different. They have different prints too. Some
Dude,
of
that's
them
what I'm
have,
saying. Yeah,
yeah. So it's like once I get enough, I might sell some in the future. But like, I got another one the other day, and I was like,
another new one. Dude,
like
you're out of control a bit, man.
I am. But it's also cool because like I'll tell my girlfriend all this stuff, and she's like, that rocks. Like that's really
That
cool.
rocks.
Yeah, that rocks. So yeah, it's cool because it's like at the same time I feel bad about having a third one, but I'm like, well, I'm following my goal, like I'm like
Yeah.
justifying something bad, but it is interesting. But it's like either with Japan stuff, I feel like there aren't a whole lot of fakes. Like everything is either like with what happened with you, it was a very rare instance of it being fake, but it's like it's either in really good condition or they're
Mhm.
like, oh yes, it's available, I just opened the box and I checked and this game is good for me to sell to you. Like it's harder to find stuff that's
Yeah.
unopened in Japan. So like with the games you have, especially for like the Game Boy Advance, I'm so surprised you were even able to get it unopened.
Yeah, well, so there's another person in Greg's Discord. His username is Undamned, and
The goat.
yeah, he also is a Mega Man head, and like we've I don't know if he found it yet, but we've both been looking for an unopened Mega Man Battle Network 1 for GBA for like the longest time.
Yeah.
And they're just it's like Mega Man Zero. It's just really hard to find. And like, yeah, like every time like I want to go find it, I always like I don't know what I expect. I never do it. Like I think I spent like a year checking Yahoo auctions like every day, and like I just never found it.
Mm,
But like there's just like people like that are just hyper fixated onto like one particular niche, and like they just want to go for it.
yeah.
I think it just makes everything a lot more fun, but he's also just like really good with like sharing information. Like,
Yes. Yeah.
so one thing I didn't mention before. Sorry, I'm like going on a tangent now.
No, go for it, please,
Uh,
please.
I for a little bit I was like I have this website where I was like tracking game variants,
I
and
remember
so
that.
like I was trying to like document some of like my favorite games and like the print variants, and like Japanese Pokemon and like Mega Man and like Mario comes up a lot. And so like
Mhm.
those were fun ones to write about. But like people just love to yap about this stuff. And so like I'll just ask them for all their information, and I'll be like,
Mhm.
yeah, like I'm gonna give you credit. I just want to put it up here because I think it's really cool for the hobby and stuff.
Yeah.
Um, but I haven't been maintaining it. I need to get back into that.
But there's
But
nothing out there like that right now. So that's really cool. You were like,
other
you
than
made
like
that and you're
other
doing
than
it.
like PSA games, like video games blog, right? Like and like
Right.
CGC Games has like their game guide thing,
Blech. No, I'm just
like
kidding. I'm just
well
kidding.
well also like Nintendo Age, back when that was still around, they had like a whole thing where like people were tracking print variants for
Really?
stuff. Like yeah, like they're but yeah, it's like nothing really persists for very long. So
Mm.
it's kind of tricky. Like you kind of have to go out of your way to find a lot of this information.
Yeah, that's true. And I've always been like pretty transparent talking about like different variants and like informing people or looking stuff up. And
Yeah.
it's crazy because just even the past like month or two, people have been discovering new websites to buy games from too.
Yeah,
Which is
yeah.
insane. Like it's not just
Like that,
buy.
there's like that Taiwan website that I didn't even know existed, and I was
It's like
like,
Rutin or something like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and I was like, wait, how did I not know about this? And like,
Mhm.
I opened like 18 tabs of all the games I wanted to
Yeah.
buy.
Yeah, well, luckily, like
Uh,
there's someone else like collecting a lot of Kingdom Hearts games now, and it's funny because they followed me months ago with like the EA sticker I have because like you can't find anything about that. Like I bought it for like $900 on eBay one day. Like I looked at it and I was like, I've never seen that before, but I'm pretty sure that's real. So I snagged it,
you're
sent it to
pretty sure
EA,
that's
yeah, which is so crazy because like I've never seen it, and I was like, I'll take it. You know, I'll bite. So
yeah. Also, you could just like send, you can just like return it if it's not like.
exactly. Yeah. If like I sent it to get graded, it's not real. I'll get my refund. Like it's totally fine. But then there are like just so many other variants out there, like especially in the Asian market, it's pretty huge. Like I bought a 1.5 Chinese sample for Kingdom Hearts on the PS3, and it's just like it was pretty cheap. It was like 30-40 bucks. And the only downside is like shipping is a bitch because that's going to be a ton of money. But this person showed me these like different Taiwanese websites, this Chinese flea market website. Like people are really digging deep to find these games because they're actually available on there. I don't have much experience with it at all, but people are constantly checking these every day because they're a lot cheaper
Mhm.
than eBay and Buyee shipping is expensive now. So it's like the hobby is just kind of growing in such a deeper way now, and I feel like it's kind of progressing pretty fast.
Yeah, it must be. Yeah. I've been trying to get back into it recently, and it is almost kind of overwhelming, right?
Yes, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, like that new website we were just talking about, like this hobby just sucks you in, and then there's so much more information you have to learn. Like
Hmm.
I miss the good old days of I just go on like two or three different websites and that's all I gotta
Yeah,
do.
yeah, dude. That's true. That's so real. It's like, dude, I miss the days of the WADA, bro. Which is really funny.
Did you
But yeah,
say Wada or Iwata?
of WADA. I mean, I miss the Iwata days too. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, back in the day. Yeah, well, for the longest time it was just VGA, right? For like 10 years it was just VGA.
I think it was. Yeah, I think it. Well, it's crazy because like there's the game The Bouncer for the PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
There was a VGA 90 for sale on eBay. It was for like just $300. So I ended up buying it, and I messaged the guy and I was like, "Hey, do you have any like Kingdom Hearts games available?" And he was like, "No, I don't." And I was like, "Okay, thank you for your time." And he was like, "But I sold it to this guy on Instagram." So I messaged the guy on Instagram,
Oh,
and he's like a huge Pokemon collector, like has a couple VGA 100s of Pokemon games. And
is this like one of the Dubai collectors?
no, which is crazy. He's like, I think his name is just like the collector. He has Pokemon
So
Heart Gold,
original.
which is so original, right? But of course, he like the most basic name with like crazy grails is
Yeah.
insane work.
Yeah.
But yeah, he has like the Heart Gold, Soul Silver with the Pokewalker.
Yeah.
He has like just the regular box ones, VGA 100s, like crazy, crazy games. And I asked him, I was like, "Hey, can I like buy your game?" And he was like, "Yeah, but I'll take it for $5,000." And I was like, "Can you do 3,000?" Just totally fucking ignores me. And I was like, "Okay, I'll buy it for 5,000, but like, can you wait a little bit because I just can't cough up the dough?" And he was like, "Sure." Like he was really cool about it. Um,
Dude,
yeah.
there's so much, dude. What you just said made like triggered me so bad. The
Isn't it
like the
crazy
like
though?
the like make an offer and get ghosted pipeline is so real in this hobby. It's so awful.
It's probably the worst fuck you I've ever experienced.
Yeah, well, I think also it's because like some people in the hobby just know what they have and they're willing to just hold it.
Yes, true, true. That's so freaking
And
real.
also
Yeah.
this hobby is like so draining. Like you spend so much time on it. Like someone makes you like a bad offer or like an offer you just are like makes you repulse. Like I
Hmm.
get it. It's whatever.
Right.
So,
Right.
but yeah, that's but yeah, it felt like a fuck you though. Yeah, that's so true.
And I know it wasn't, but it was just really funny because that was when I was experiencing like buying from people not on any websites, just like trusting them for the first time too. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah,
So that it's that adds a little bit of perspective to it. But yeah, I feel like people from different hobbies are like getting integrated video games just because it is really appealing. Like just
yeah,
the fact that something that wasn't meant to be collected is collectible, and like it gives people a chance to actually buy them because games are relatively cheap. Like they're gaining price, but I feel like they're pretty fair prices too.
yeah,
But if you're buying a car and you have a job and you're like, you know,
yeah.
in a relationship, living your life, like it's hard too. Like it's just
Yeah, some of us are not whales. Some of us
yeah,
just
I know.
some of us just have a job. Like
Right. Exactly. So, but yeah, man, it's like people who work from home and are like looking stuff up all the time. It's like, oh damn, they're gonna get it, but it's just gonna like, but when are they gonna
yeah,
get it?
yeah,
So
yeah,
it's like, unfortunately, I can't be doing that, but it's like I'm just happy to have what I have, if that makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah.
But
Same. I mean, like that's kind of like what I think the best way to enjoy the hobby is like it kind of forces you to have those goals because like
mhm,
I only want to buy games that I like. And like
yes,
that's the best way to enjoy something is just to like do something because it gives you some inherent like enjoyment and not because you're like, oh, I'm gonna like I'm gambling, like
right,
because there
yeah,
are people in the hobby that'll do that too. Like they'll buy like a game and they'll be like, oh, in 5 years this is gonna be worth like 10 times the price. And then you see them sell it for the same price 3 years later, and you're like, so it's like I'd rather just skip the whole investing part and just be like, I like these games, they're really cool. If it
hmm
goes up in value and I need the money now, or like I need to get the capital for something, like yeah, I'll go sell it. But like I
right,
also
right.
just I'm gonna hold on to this. Like this is cool. Like
Yeah, yeah, that's true. And you're right. I think that is the best way to like kind of get into collecting. And I think people are kind of seeing that too, because like we were saying, oh, the Marios, the Pokemon, the Zeldas, but like people are getting into Kingdom Hearts, they're getting into Resident Evil, they're getting into like a lot of just IPs that have been slept on for a long time. And I think it's making people more happy because they can afford to collect something they at least find interest in.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that's kind of cool. But I think especially the past year, like Japanese games are really pumping right now
Oh my
too.
god, dude, the recent Heritage auction, those Japanese games went for crazy
Did
prices.
they? I didn't see anything. I didn't see that at all. So what was that about?
I need to bring it up, but it was just the last signature that happened for games. It
Mhm.
was it was pretty bananas. Yeah, I don't have it right in front of me, but yeah,
Oh,
there
it's
were
good.
it was the one where the $3 million Mario sold.
Oh, yeah.
There were a few Japanese Pokemons in that sold for like 5 figures or something. So
Really?
yeah,
Jeez. I mean,
yeah.
I feel like it's a lot harder to find Japanese games unopened than US games, but
Yeah, it's way more risky too because like do you know how many games I bought like that were Japanese where I'm just like hoping the cardboard wasn't cracked on the edge so that it like I could submit it as unopened like
really?
yeah,
Oh,
like you kind of
wow.
just have to get really really good at like you either have to ask for more photos and then they send you shittier photos or like you just have to like buy
Mm,
it and hope for it and like it's kind of hard like sometimes the listing will have a good picture and you can see like okay that's probably unopened
mhm.
um, but sometimes the lighting's bad, sometimes the angle's just not right,
Right.
So
Yeah,
it's
that's
it's there's a
fair.
lot more risk involved there. It's not like with like a reseal where like you can look for certain markers to like show that
Yes.
like okay, this is probably a reseal.
Yeah, like I sent you that
Um,
emerald that one time, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this looks crazy." And you're like, "It's fake." And I'm like, "Damn." I was like, "Damn, someone's fucking with me."
yeah, there was no H seam, just dodge, don't do
Just
it.
dot. Yeah, which is crazy because like you were saying earlier, a lot of DS games are like that and they're legit. Like they have a really sketchy seal.
Yeah, well, a lot of Capcom games have like those really sketchy like three-side seams,
Oh, they
and
do.
you just look at it and you're like, it really looks like someone did this in a basement. Like,
Wow,
yeah,
interesting.
like a lot of Mega Man games, that Capcom obviously. So like, yeah, a lot of those Mega Man games for like DS and 3DS, like actually mostly DS, like later era DS games, like Yeah, they just clearly they moved manufacturing to a different facility, and that facility just didn't care.
Wow, that's cool, huh?
Or
I
it's
did
just more
not know
cost
that.
effective. I think that's probably also what it comes down to.
It
Like
could
the
be.
like the whatever the Y folds on either end of the game, like that's like kind of the better seal just because it looks a little bit nicer and neater.
Hmm.
Because yeah, those three side seams, you get those like bunched up things on the edges and it just looks terrible. So
Yeah.
but like that's what that Pokemon game looked like, the one you sent me. It had like it had the seam
Mhm.
all the way around and yeah, it's not supposed
Yeah.
to be like that.
Man. Well, it's cool because like even the GBA games, like they have the Nintendo seal wrapped around it. And I'm like, dude, that looks so cool. Like for PAL Game Boy Advance games. Like,
Yeah, God, man.
I know. I know. I think like if you can't afford a lot of like high end Pokemon games, go with the PALs because you get a little something, at least to me, you get a little something extra and it looks cooler.
Yeah,
And
I
sometimes
agree.
the cover art's just completely different. Like Coliseum has a completely different cover art. Um, I don't know if Gale of Darkness does. I don't know. But there are so many different versions of games I think people are finally discovering and they're like just trying to catch them all. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I do think that Japanese games have more of a global appeal than
Yeah.
American games, even though American games are super expensive. But I feel like if you get like a sealed Japanese collectible game, you can like show anyone in any country of the world, and they're like, "Oh, that's crazy! Like that's where it originated from. That's where it was
Yeah.
created. Like
Like
that's
All the Square Enix games, like that's what it's about. Yeah.
yes, yeah, that's kind of what I think too. Like I think some of the US ones are going to be a lot harder to find, but it just kind of depends cuz maybe the Japanese games have like a lower print run than the
Yeah.
US ones because of like the population differences in different countries. Like I don't know, I don't know how
Sometimes, yeah.
accurate that is, but it's just like it's something I think about a lot. And I'm like I think the future is going to be kind to Japanese games, but
Yeah, like some games definitely have that problem where they printed so many of them that like for the longest time there were games like DS games printed in like 2007 that were still available brand new sealed in like 2022. And it was
yeah.
like they just overprinted the shit out of all these games.
Yes. Yes, like
Um and Pokemon's like that too. Like
yeah.
unopened or sorry, um there are still some case packs being discovered of like unopened Pokemon Silver and Gold. Like
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah, like for a
wow.
while, because I have an unopened silver that I it's like a first print Japanese silver, and I was like, oh cool, like I could never find this anywhere. And then like a year later, someone found a case pack, and I was like, no.
Dang, of silver. Wow. That is crazy. Oh my
And
gosh.
granted, the case packs are rare, but like yeah, there are some games that are still you can still find them sealed, brand new,
Mhm.
American or Japanese. So
Right. Yeah. Like obviously like Pokemon Stadium is just there are packs everywhere for the
yeah,
Japanese
oh
version of that
yeah,
too. But
yeah, Pokemon in general, yeah,
but it is also kind of weird because like even for a lot of Square Enix games back in 2020, you could I mean like you were saying 2021, 2022, you go on Square Enix's website and order brand new greatest hits games. Like
yeah,
which is insane. Like people were
yeah,
buying a ton of Rechain of Memories, Kingdom Hearts 2 greatest hits. Like
yeah,
they just order a certain amount and get the whole case.
yeah,
Um, even with PS4 games, like I bought a 9.9 A plus plus all in one package
yeah.
CGC, and the guy he submitted like 3 boxes of those games. And oh, dude, I know, which is crazy, which is insane. And
Did
he
you
only
get any tens?
no tens,
Oh,
no
dude,
tens.
that's brutal.
Which I would not be. Yeah, I'd be going crazy. He only got like 2 or 3 9.9 A plus pluses,
Yeah. Okay.
which
Wow.
is insane. But that's still crazy to me, right? Like,
Yeah. That's what I mean though. Like some of these sometimes like the case pack is not the silver bullet that people want it to be. And so
mhm.
yeah.
But
But
I don't know. Oh, go
that's
ahead.
really cool though. So okay, yeah, that's really cool. I'm glad that you were at least able to get a 9.9. That's good.
I mean, I hope the guy did too, just from submitting that many. But like even for Japanese games, I feel like you could find like I got that gold Seza sticker that's a 9.9 A plus plus. And
Yeah.
the guy I bought it from, he listed it for 2K raw. And he was like, I bought it, I just put it in my closet since release, and I haven't done anything with it. Which is just like which happens, I feel like so often,
Well,
actually.
that's like the Mario or that's like the Super Mario what was it gloss sticker that just sold on Heritage. Like that's the same deal. Like I don't remember the full story of it,
Wasn't it
but
from the
like
box?
it
Or
it was the box version with the sticker seal.
yes.
And I think I could be wrong. I think I remember Claire talking about it in the Discords, in Greg's Discord, but I remember something about like it was just sitting in someone's house.
Really?
Just like
Okay.
in like a drawer or something. Like it was just there and then someone like took it out and was like, "Oh, this is like money." You know?
Wow. Oh my
Um but
gosh.
like same deal though, like you're saying, like sometimes, yeah, like people want to do that. They'll put a game away and forget about it.
Man, dude, which is insane. Like even the Kid Icarus, it was a 9.8 A plus CGC copy that sold on eBay a couple months ago, I think for $80,000.
I'm sorry, what?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Actually, no, that
Yeah.
actually makes a lot of sense now that I
Right.
think about it.
That's insane. So are you looking forward to like, because we're pretty much almost at an hour and a half, which I kind of usually be yapping. Like, dude, it flies by, man. The
It
when you're
does.
when
It
you're
does.
talking
Dude,
with
I can
someone.
yap about this all day.
Same, dude. Yeah, let me and you, we're just letting the tism out. Like it's all.
Yeah. People are gonna watch this and be like, they're like, I can't follow what's happening.
Yeah. So are there any games right now that you want to like, because I know you're a little bit out of collecting right now, but are there any games you want to like start to collect, send to grade, kind of anytime soon?
Oh yeah. I mean, I have a pile of games that I have not graded that I want to grade at VGA. A lot of them are like special editions. So like those are ones that I want to grade. Uh, there are some games I do want. Like I do want to get at least one of the Kingdom Hearts sticker variants that,
Yeah.
from Japanese ones.
You
Um,
asshole. No, I'm just
I
kidding.
just want one. Um, yeah, that would be cool. I mean, there's just so much attention on it, and like we've talked about, like some they don't come up super often, so it can be. I mean, they come up decently. It's just like you like how often are you checking every day? You know.
Right. Yeah, yeah, no, for sure. Yeah.
So those would be really cool to get, but yeah, I mean that's really it, honestly. Yeah, actually, if anything, I kind of want to sell a few things that I have because like I got them like 5 or 6 years ago and they're kind of just sitting in boxes and I'm like, I don't know if I'm ever gonna like and like they're games that I just got because
Mhm.
I thought it was like cool, you know? I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
um like a random Wario game for 3DS and I'm just like, oh, I don't really care about this.
Right, right. Are there any modern games that are coming out soon that you kind of want to collect?
Oh, actually not coming out, but so I have a friend who is interested in like sealed collecting and like grading,
Mhm.
and he really likes God of War, and so I was gonna get him, um, I was gonna get a couple variants of God of War and like explain it to him
Mhm.
and be like, yeah, like here's like the PlayStation hits, here's the like first print, here's the reprint towards the end of
Dude,
the,
that's
like
sick.
I was gonna, because like those aren't too expensive, they're like 40 or $50 for each of them, and
Mhm.
I was gonna like maybe like as a gift or something, right? So that was and I like those games too, and I've never collected them, so
Mhm.
I was kind of looking to maybe get those. But as far as what's coming up soon, yeah, I mean, not really. The problem is that like I have not collected or graded any Switch 2 games, but I
Mhm.
feel like I could. Like it's still early enough that I could get a first print and like and do it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
See, it's interesting because like I'm all about grading the key cards, believe it or not.
Oh,
Like,
really?
which is so crazy because like if you have a series, like let's say you have a series that's released on like PS2, PS3, PS4, like the Yakuza games, right? Like that's on the
Oh
Switch
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
That's a game key card. Personally, like as a collector or like someone who's interested in video game history, I think it's really cool to get a physical sealed game, let's say Yakuza on PS2, go through PS4, grab one on the Switch 2 that's a key card, and then you can kind of look at them all together and be like, this is how it's evolved. Like
Yeah.
now, it's like we went from a disc to a cartridge and a download. Like I
Yeah.
feel like it's kind of cool that even though the game isn't all physically like in the package, I feel like it's important to kind of look at it and be like, this is how it's evolved, whether it's good or bad. So
Yeah.
like like the Kingdom Hearts 1 to 3 collection that's coming out for the PS5 and the Switch 2.
Oh, that'll be a good one to get. Yeah.
That'll be a good one too. And even the PS5 version,
Like
it's
the
like you have
10th the 10th reprint
I
of
know. Which is so dumb, which is so freaking dumb.
Yeah.
But it's like that you have to download on the PS5. You have to put the disc in and then download it to the
Oh.
disc.
Oh, wow.
Which is crazy. Yeah. But then you got the PS4 version that's the same thing, but it's already on the disc, right? So it's like I feel like looking at all of that together is really important, whether it's like good or bad for the industry. You know what I mean? I think it's just kind of interesting.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I was thinking the new Pokemon games coming up. I might want to grade those because it's going to be the first time, like you're saying, you're getting the key card. That's a great idea, by the way. Like getting the cartridge key card. Yeah.
I think that's cool, right? Display it like this is how history has been releasing the games. Like, let's not forget about it, you know?
Yeah. I seem to have a habit every time there's new Pokemon games, like mainline Pokemon games, I inevitably get them. Like I have Violet and Scarlet. I didn't really play them, but I've already collected so many of the other Pokemon games. I might as well just get them, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So whenever Winds and Waves comes out, I'll probably end up grading those.
You think they're gonna have
Kingdom
like
Hearts
a
is going to be a
bundle?
great one too.
Do you think they're gonna have like a special bundle for Wind and Waves, or?
I mean, they better because like that's the main way I feel like I enjoy grading Pokemon is getting the VGA graded special edition. Like that's just the most fun for me. So
Yeah, yeah. It is kind of crazy because like even so far, I mean, it's only been over a year, but like with the Switch 2, like we've had boxed editions with games included in them, but we haven't had any like actual different console designs. Like, with the Switch and the 3DS were awesome for that, for different editions. Like you could get the Dragon Quest Switch, you get the Smash Bros Switch, like the Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. They'd have like the actual engravings of Pikachu and Eevee on the back of them. Like
yeah,
they did so many special editions, and they're not really doing that with the Switch 2. And I'm kind of hoping they end up doing that, because if they are to, I feel like Pokemon is kind of the right time to do it. So
yeah, like I actually really miss the like the Pokewalker bundle and like the
yeah,
even the 3DS like bundles where it was like the little plastic Pokemon figures. Like
yes, yeah,
yeah, I think those are so cool. I really hope that they start doing that again. They kind of stopped around Sword and Shield because they did like the Steelbook for
yes,
that, and I think they might have done that for, actually I can't remember if they did that for Violet and Scarlet now, but yeah, they kind of have pared back so many of those cool little collectibles.
I know. Well, I know for Scarlet and Violet, if you like purchased it or pre-ordered it through Target, you could get like the starter statues. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that.
So it's like it's cool that it comes with it, but like I want something like included with the box,
In
like
the
you were
box.
saying. Yeah, which I feel like would be really cool. But I'm hoping Nintendo, because they're kind of the ones everyone's looking at for first party games, the whole game is included on the cartridge, which
Yeah.
like, people now with Grand Theft Auto 6 and talks of Xbox getting rid of physical media, it's like people are kind of going towards Nintendo. And it's so funny to me because like 10 or 15 years ago, Nintendo was kind of the casual gaming company, and PlayStation and Xbox were like the big boys.
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of reversed a little bit. You know
And
what I
Nintendo
mean?
is definitely the big dog.
Yeah, right. So it's kind of, I don't know. It's just kind of funny to me how the roles have been reversed for the past couple years.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But
Kind of
it really been
disappointing for GTA 6.
I know, but it's also like I still really want to get it. Like I'm not bitching about it because I know I'm gonna buy it.
Oh. I'm not into GTA enough to like actually buy it, but the discourse is kind of amusing to me.
It is, yeah, dude. They're just, if you go on Twitter or anything else, like people are just not letting Sony catch a break.
Isn't that just how Twitter is though? No one can catch a break on Twitter.
Yeah, that's true. That's super fair. But I feel like it's almost worse. Like people are really,
Well, yeah, like GTA 6 is like, it's like people's identity, It's like,
yeah.
yeah. So.
Well, right now, every time PlayStation makes a post or even Sony makes a post, people are saying like, fuck you, include the disc. Like it's been like that for a week straight. I don't know how accurate this report is, but there are reportings of third-party developers paying extra money to PlayStation for them to post their game on Twitter. So because so many people are hate tweeting, that
Oh,
they're gonna end up seeing the game
they're gonna go
promoted.
viral.
Yeah.
That's so fun, dude.
Dude. Yeah.
That's kind of like genius in kind of a fucked up way, but yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, there is no better time to be a third-party developer or an indie developer right now,
That's so crazy. That's so
which is so
crazy.
funny. And kind of one more thing, I ended up ordering. So have you played Undertale at all?
I didn't play it, but I'm familiar. Yeah.
Okay, if you ever get the chance, like I'll literally buy it for you. Like it's one of the greatest gaming experiences I've ever had. But I ended up playing that game on the Switch in like 2019. And if you go on Undertale's website, they actually sell a standard sealed edition for PC, which is kind of cool.
Ooh.
So I ended up buying a sealed copy for like 20 bucks and I'm going to get it graded because I'm like, I feel like that's so different just for
Oh,
indie.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like, but Undertale's weird because it's like, it's so indie, it's like mainstream now. So I don't know how odd it
Yeah.
would be to do it. But like, I feel like people are really like PC gaming is kind of pumping now as well. Like, I don't know anything about it, but just from what I've seen with big boxes graded by VGA, people
Yeah.
are paying big money for it.
Yeah.
So
I believe that. Yeah.
yeah, which is
Yeah.
kind of crazy.
That's really cool. I actually love getting special edition PC like indie games. Those are so good.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have any games that are coming up that you're looking to buy?
Not really. I think I'm gonna end up getting the Kingdom Hearts 1 to 3 collection on Switch 2 and PS5 and just send it to get graded. Like I don't really mind if it's going to be a like I'm not looking for a 10. Like to me, if there's a
It's a
9.8,
reprint.
it's a reprint. Yeah, if there's a 9.8 A plus plus and a 10, low key to me, it's like okay, like there's not that much of a difference, maybe a scratch or two. Like do I want to pay like $100 for a 9.8 A plus plus on a Switch 2, or do I want to pay like $4,000 to $5,000 for the 10?
Right.
Right, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
I don't want to do it that much, but I think I'm gonna get those games graded. um and then other than that, I have a ton of games I want to send out for grading, but there's nothing I'm particularly looking for. Like once I complete my Kingdom Hearts collection, I kind of want to get into some 3DS collecting.
I
Just because
got you.
I think the colors and variants and everything about it is just really appealing. So I might end up kind of going down that route. But right now, I'm not really looking for any particular new games to come out and get graded.
Yeah. I'm absolutely gonna grade the new God of War when that comes out.
Oh yeah.
Or La Fey or whatever.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh my gosh.
And that one will probably be code in a box. So
Dude, I mean, depends when it releases, right? Like, I don't know exactly
I
how they're
think next
gonna.
year. So actually no, it might get a disc if it's next year.
It'll get,
Yeah.
yeah, it should get a disc then. And something that, like for the Kingdom Hearts game that's coming out for PS, like the collection ones, they ended up, I don't know if you saw, but Disney and Square Enix ended up changing the cover art because there was alleged
Oh.
AI enhancements on the cover. So,
Oh.
like, people looked at Donald Duck and they were like, why does he have like 6 fingers? Like, what's going on?
No.
Well,
Oh.
so from what I understand, it was like I think the collections were announced so fast and that maybe it didn't like I don't think Nomura drew new art to be put on the cover, but it wasn't like a whole new art featured together,
I
if that
think I
makes sense.
remember seeing this. Yeah.
Yeah. So like what I'm really interested in is that the pre-order stuff comes with a poster inside. So like
Mm.
is the poster going to have the AI art, or
Ooh.
is like the poster inside going to have AI art when the cover doesn't? You know what I mean? Like I wonder if there's going to be a special type of variant for something that just comes out now. Like it's kind of cool. Like
I kind of want the AI art cover, I'm not gonna
I do
lie.
too. I do too. That's what I
Imagine if
want.
there's like a first print with the AI art cover, and then they do a they fix it and they go back and do like non-AI.
Right.
That would be a fun variant if they did that.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. And it's like, I don't know if the AI art is going to be changed just from the cover, or if like the cover is going to be AI art, the poster inside is going to have AI art, or if like the cover is going to be fixed and then AI art is going to be in the poster. Like, how are you going to tell? You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So I think what I might do is I might pre-order the Switch 2 version. I'll pre-order like 2 or 3. I'll open one up for my personal collection, and then I can be able to tell the difference, and then I can submit that and be like, here's the receipt. This one has the AI art in it. I don't know.
That would be, you're doing a lot of science here.
I feel like I kind of
appreciate
am.
this a lot.
Thanks. I'm just thinking about it. It's like this kind of thing has to happen in the future, right? Like, I don't know.
It'll probably become more common. Yeah, that's true.
It could be. But like even with modern game collecting, I feel like there's a lot of niche stuff to look out for too. Like it's not as boring as people are saying it is.
Oh, modern collecting is a ton of fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's more modern games than there ever were vintage games. So like
Right.
like with 3DS collecting, that's perfect because there's so many variants. Like some games have like 6 or 7 variants, and it's like I don't know why, but there just is.
Right.
Yeah. They
Gosh,
just like keep patching these games and like releasing new versions.
I think it's still online, but there's like a Pokemon Sun version that has like a pre-order exclusive sticker from Target.
Yep, I have that one.
Oh, you do? Okay, cool. Because I saw
I have most of the variants for that one because it was so ridiculous. I was like, I have to get this.
Yeah. Like... Oh my gosh, man, dude, that's crazy. Well, do you have any other thoughts on gaming or anything in general, or?
No, dude. But this has been a great yapping session, I gotta say.
Dude, heck yeah. No, thank you so much for doing this. We literally just reached an hour and 30 minutes. So yeah, if you don't have anything else, I'm kind of yapped out too. Where can people find you?
I'm on Instagram. It's a few games, a.few.games. I think my profile might be private right now.
Okay.
Because I kept getting like private messages from like those random spam accounts, and I was like, it was like getting really intense for a while. It's like every day I was getting 1 or 2, and I was like, this feels like someone's trying to scam me.
And honey, are you single? It's like
yeah. But all my collection is there. Like I have a bunch of pictures. I haven't updated it in a while, but I'll probably make it public again. But yeah, people can find me there. And you'll know it's me because it's like a little blue avatar with some text in it. So
he's got some grails. He's got a lot of cool stuff. So you better follow him on there.
Yeah, you better.
You better. I'm gonna find you, or I'll be the spam in your DMs. Yeah, that's right. Well, cool, man. Yeah, I thank you so much for coming on, and we gotta get you back on in the future. You know, you never know. We might see a Mega Man game sell for $1 million. I know there's that Game Boy game that sold for a shit ton of money a couple months ago. I don't know anything about Mega Man, but it was just like the first Game Boy Mega Man. I think it was like $30,000 or $40,000.
Yeah, it's a grail.
Yeah, something like that. So
yeah, like the first print NES Mega Man and then the Game Boy Mega Man. Those are like the 2 big ones in the Mega Man world.
Heck yeah.
And like Mega Man 2 obviously is a big one too, but yeah.
Dude, I'm hoping one day we'll just have a nice economy crash so we can buy a house and some games.
I already got the house. I just need the games.
Oh God, that's so funny. All right, man. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. I'll keep you guys updated, and make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Yeah. All right. See ya.
See ya.